Yeah, it's that kind of day here at Prep. I got to go with the blanket, and then you go with the parka and the ski cap and the gloves. It's not yet into baseball weather, but it could be much worse. We don't even know what that white stuff on the ground is around here. We had a very mild winter in Omaha, and that has allowed a lot of the high school baseball teams, and not everybody in the state of Nebraska plays baseball. Very similar last time we were with you on soccer. Not everybody plays spring soccer, but it has allowed a majority of the teams to get outside. As Tommy Steyer, who was at the plate when Blossom was thrown out stealing, begins the bottom of the third. We are scoreless.
Well, we were talking last night, Gary, and there was a little threat of rain we thought today. We were wondering if we would get this one in, but the skies have stayed clear. A little bit cool, but clear weather. Bright sunshine. Good day for baseball.
And the wind blowing out to right. Pitch from Ritzdorf on the outside corner where he has found a home. Steyer's behind the count 1-2. Ritzdorf has struggled a little bit. He's 2 straight innings he allowed the Junior J leadoff hitter to get on. He has walked 3, struck out 1. Here's the pitch to Steyer, and it's up high. Junior J shortstop looks the pitch travel above his head. Now counts even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The one thing you like on days like this, Ritzdorf doesn't waste any time. It's almost like he's double parked outside. And now the counters run full. So Ritzdorf at 6'6", rocks and fires, and the pitch is low, and that's the 4th walk given up by Ritzdorf. Good at bat by Steyer, very patient at the plate. And for the 3rd straight inning, the Junior Jays have the leadoff runner aboard. They stranded 2 in scoring position back in the 1st. And then Allen was erased on a double play ball where Richter hit a line drive to the second baseman, Botoletto, who turned the double play. Now Reiner at the plate with the lone hit so far for the Junior Jays. Right-handed hitting left fielder. And a fastball right across the knees. Reiner, as we mentioned, honorable mention All-State last year. Odd to see a Prep team play, and there's no Machado, there's no Benna, there's no Vasic, there's no Ripa, there's no Lucky in the lineup. That was about as good as you can get in high school baseball. Pitch it on the ground out towards short. Snared by Gertis. Comes up, is thrown not in time, and on the throw, moving to third is Steyer. The ball got away from the first baseman. Tracked down, now Steyer a long turnaround third will go back to the bag. And the Junior Jays have something here in the bottom of the third. Reiner hit the ball deep in the hole, and Gertis thought he could throw him out. It was a little off the mark, as you see here. The Hawaii recruit getting up, his throw just off the mark. It couldn't be corralled by the first baseman as Nelson had a scramble to pick it up. So it's a base hit and an error. And the Junior Jays, for the 2nd time today, have runners at 2nd and 3rd for Will Hanifin.
Hanifin tried to lay down that bunt back in the 1st to advance the runners and popped it up, allowed Ritzdorf to get underneath it. See if they let Hanifin swing away here with no outs, or they try to put on another bunt. They like what he can do, laying the ball down in that scenario.
I think the discussion here, Pat Moody in your picture there talking to the base umpire, he's asking for some interference when Dalton Nelson came off the bag to try and corral the throw from Gertis. He collided with Reiner. And I think Pat Mooney was just politicking a little bit to see if he could get something more. Yeah, not sure what Nelson could have done.
Yeah, I think it's, so as they say, incidental contact. Not really anyone's fault.
Here in the bottom of the 3rd, nobody out. The Junior Jays have runners on at 2nd and 3rd. Now the discussion, after the discussion with Pat Mooney between the 2 umpires.
The runner advanced to 2nd anyway. I don't know. You're going to give all the runners an extra base? I mean, Steyer didn't come home, so you can't move the runner over to third, give him an extra base for interference. I'm not sure exactly what the result of the play would be if there is interference called.
Well, let's watch the reaction of Dave Cork, the head coach for Millard North, now in his 18th year. And that was all for naught. So remains runners on at second and third. Back in the first, the Junior Jays had runners on at second and third, could not score.
I think it would be pretty harsh if you sent Steyer home on an interference at first base when the runner advanced to second anyway on the errant throw. That would be a pretty harsh penalty.
No score. Ritzdorf in some trouble. Hanifin fights off this pitch and fouls it off to the right. Now see, unlike soccer or unlike football or unlike basketball, our Cox camera guys are in the way today. They're going to have to pay close attention. Hanifin tried to bunt his first time up and popped it up to Ritzdorf. The 0-1 is a little bit high. No ball and a strike. Prep with their boys teams this year have had great success. Football made it to the semifinals. Basketball made it back to Lincoln. Soccer, as you saw last night, #1 in the state for a reason. Ritzdorf's pitch comes home, swing and a miss. Steyer at third, Reiner at second. Bottom of the third, no score. Josh Culliver for Prep has struck out 6 of the 9 he's faced. Ritzdorf's trying to match him here. Struggled with his control. And a pitch out of the zone again. Now 2 balls and a strike as Dylan Phillips awaits on deck. Ritzdorf has put his toe in the warm water, but he's been able to quickly take it back out. This might be a little bit different as he stares at runners in second and third. And he got Hanifin to chase a pitch out of the zone.
Last time when Ritzdorf was in a little bit of a jam, he got a ground out and a strikeout after that errant bunt by Hanifin. He gets Hanifin to swing at that one that was well outside. See if he can work out of this jam again.
And now he's got to work smartly to Dylan Phillips. Phillips walked his first time up and stands on the left side of the plate. Again, they've dubbed him the Kid. Old school. Socks pulled up to the knees. They don't have stirrups anymore. They have socks that look like stirrups. The count is 2 balls and no strikes. Yeah, everything we've told you here in the first 2.5 innings has gone against the traditionalists. And Phillips pops it up back our way. A good pitch by Ritzdorf. Phillips thought he had a good beat on it. Now it's 2 balls and a strike again. Ritzdorf allowed a leadoff walk to Steyer. And then Reiner reached on an infield single. Gertis's throw was off the mark, and that allowed Steyer and Reiner to move up. He struck out Hanifin. Now 2 balls and a strike to Phillips. Chop foul at the plate. It's Ritzdorf, who has thrown a lot of pitches, John, but boy, you get Phillips here, and all of a sudden you might be cooking with some peanut oil to try and get out of this jam for the second time today.
I mean, runners at second and third, double play not in effect, no outs. If he can work out of this one, it'll be real impressive.
Phillips stares out at Ritzdorf. Ritzdorf checks the runners, pitches home on the fist, popped up on the infield. Playable, but it's going to land foul. I say playable, I take it back. I apologize to Camden Parks. The wind played a little trickery with it. And Parks circling back, couldn't dive to make the catch. Mark that down on your scorecard. That might turn out to be a big play in this inning.
And looked like it was going to carry a little bit, and then the wind brought it back towards fair territory.
2-2, lofted into left center field. Playable, drifting back into his left is Sacco. And tagging up at third is Steyer. He'll score, but now Reiner is caught between second and third, and he avoids the tag. He ran right around Gertis. So the sac fly by Phillips makes it 1-0 Junior Jays, and then Reiner was caught off a second, but he's able to advance to third.
It's good play in the outfield, and the throw is right on line, hits the cut. And then Reiner caught in the rundown, just missed the tag. He slid right underneath where the tag was going to be applied. Nobody home at third base, nobody to throw to. Reiner safe at third after the sac fly.